fall बांध के यहाँ पे and pallu ऐसे नीचे blouse पहन के where your midriff is showing, which is actually.
Randeep, would you like to say what are the challenges you faced while portraying the character?
I had to take off my shirt. Why are you laughing? It's a challenge.
Randeep, also you said during one of the interviews that you are not very open, like when it's like to open your clothes and all, like
For photo shoots and all, for films I don't give a shit.
But
Because
how about Rang Rasiya?
well, I'll tell you the challenges that I faced. First of all, the biggest challenge I'm facing now is that nobody is creating a controversy about me being topless. Why is that the case? Why only Nandana? I'm feeling jealous now. But the challenges that one faced was, the biggest challenge was that I did not know about the man. When I did not know about the man, I read the script, I liked it, I went to Ketan, I said, it's a wonderful script, but who is he? So then he told me, he opened up the book and he said, he showed me all these paintings, some of which I'd seen in calendars. Then there were some, then they came to the painting of Lakshmi and Saraswati, which is in my house. I've been praying to it since a child on Diwali and thing. Yeah. So that's when it hit me, the magnitude of the character and the film that Ketan was trying to make. And then when we did research about him, I was thrilled to find out that he was the first rock star of this country. He still is the biggest rock star if you know about him, because that man had so much fan mail that the government had to make a separate post office for him to receive mail. वो तो आजकल भाई के साथ भी नहीं होता. He was that big a superstar at that time. And of course his contributions were immense. Of course we all know that he gave faces to gods and brought the gods out of the temples and everything. But I think he gave Indian woman the biggest symbol of an Indian woman as an image, even internationally, which is the sari. It wasn't even called the sari. It was this long piece of cloth that tied in all different kinds of ways, and it was called kashta somewhere, something else somewhere. So all different things it was called. It was through his paintings that he made that, fall बांध के यहाँ पे and pallu ऐसे नीचे blouse पहन के where your midriff is showing, which is actually quite a sexy way of wearing that piece of cloth. So he was the first fashion designer in that sense. So his contribution to our culture as such has been immense. And of course, he was the first commercial artist, a marketing man who made prints of his paintings and distributed them out, and everything from soap dishes to looms of cloth to sacks of rice to beedies. Everything was sold. Patakas, Lakshmi Cha Pataka, you must have heard. Originating from Raja Ravi Verma. So such a big influence he's had. Of course, influence of cinema. Ketan will tell about how important that is.
अरे बाप रे, आप सब जानते हैं कि दादा साहब फाल्के is considered the father of Indian cinema. Well, Dada Saheb Phalke started his career as an apprentice to Raja Ravi Verma in his printing press. If you see his early films, the entire imagery is derived from Raja Ravi Verma's paintings. All early cinema somewhere has derived from Raja Ravi Verma's paintings. The heroines, all the early heroines, somewhere have derived from Raja Ravi Verma's paintings. So he is one of the first pan-Indian iconography has been created by Raja Ravi Verma. And that is the amazing contribution of the man. He rediscovered our ancient culture and civilization for us. He is the man who painted gods and goddesses in human form for the first time. So his contribution has been, recently I was told, I heard from the media, that actually the government of India was considering him for Bharat Ratna. That kind of personality. So it's an amazing love story of an amazing man, a very passionate man, and a very passionate love story.
You all must have seen, at least your mothers or grandmothers or somebody posing like this in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Right? Like this. Yeah. Or in the Hindi movies you must have seen like this.
Oof.
So all those images come from his paintings. All are, we are ignorant people. I was also ignorant, so we are here to tell you about him. But that's not the crux of the story, as Ketan said. The crux of the story is the love story, a passionate love story, a very colorful love story, a very eventful love story between Raja Ravi Verma and one of his muses, because of which the whole hell broke loose on his life, and that muse being the face of Lakshmi and Saraswati sitting right next to us. Her name is Sugandha in the movie, and she'll